Dear students, Namaste and welcome to today's English class of grade 6. We are in Unit 12 and today we are dealing with writing. Okay, do you remember sorry, excuse me words? Yes, you must remember, right? Because we have been talking in this whole unit about asking for sorry. These are the nice words you can say. Sorry, excuse me, to help make things okay. Yes. So, we are talking about apologizing, and today we learn how to write apology. Okay, today we learn how to write apology. So before we going to start that, let's talk about how do you apologize once again. Okay, how do you apologize? Okay, let me ask you a question. How do you apologize your friend when you make mistake? Okay, suppose for example, if you have example for you have taken a pen from your friend and you lost that. How do you apologize? So there are the ways, right? There are the ways you can use sweet words like sorry, I'm extremely sorry. And to your friends, sometime you can even give some attractive gifts. You could replace that pen with another one, new one. You can buy a new one for your friend. Or sometimes it would do with some beautiful flowers. And then sometime what do? You can write sorry notes that we talked about last time. And then if these all things don't work, finally what you can do? You can write letters, okay, or email, later or email. These days you can even send message in Messenger, right? In Viber, such in social media also you can beg sorry, right? And so sorry note, a kind of note like this: I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm sorry, I'm terribly sorry, and I wish that one day you can forgive me. Such notes will also work. Sometime little bit bigger card, sorry card, or greeting card, like greeting card type, like this: please accept my heartfelt apologies, friend. I won't fight with you anymore, promise. So in this way you can send card as well. But with in this card, the language, the ways we sorry, we need to learn that. We need to consider that, and we have been discussing the same. I would like to remind you some of the ways, like I'm sorry about that. You can write I'm sorry about that, about the issue, about the problem that you have between. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. I feel terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm terribly, I'm deeply sorry. I apologize, I was out of line. And then how should I apologize to you? I'm ashamed of my behavior. Excuse me. Pardon, please. Okay, so such ways you can, such language you can mention, you can include where? In your writing. Today we are talking about writing. So such language you can include in your writing. Writing what? Okay, let's go to the question given over here and then we will further discuss. Okay, here is the question instruction. Write an apology letter or email to your friend for being rude to him or her at school. Assure him or her. Make sure. Assure is make sure your friend. Make sure your friend that you will not repeat it again. So sorry doesn't mean you make mistake and sorry and again you repeat the same mistake. So will that work? Obviously not. Asking for sorry means you will not repeat it again. You will not repeat that unpleasant work again. Otherwise, it is word useless to say sorry. If your sorry doesn't mean, if your sorry means something, then you are not going to repeat that. Okay, so what did we do in reading 2? Do you remember? Okay, what is this? Once let's read this. March 18, 19 Burns Avenue, Peebles, Scotland. Dear Miss Shaw, thank you for your letter. I'm sorry to hear you're having problems with the flat. I can't solve them all, but I'll try to be helpful. Furniture. You liked it when you moved in. You told me so, but now you have changed your mind. I'm sorry I can't help you. Heating. I agree that the flat can be cold in winter. I lived there myself for 20 years, so I know, but I always use electric fires and I'm afraid you must do the same. But get someone to look at the windows by all means. Third, kitchen. Yes, it probably does need painting. Your idea is good one. Please buy the paint and send me the bill, but make sure you choose a suitable color. Nothing too modern, please. And why not do the bathroom at the same time? I'm sorry I can't come to inspect the flat personally, but I do live rather a long way off, Yours sincerely, Janet MacDonald. So what is this example? This is example of sorry later, right? Sorry later. The person is asking sorry for not being able to inspect personally. And the question also talks about asking for sorry, right? So one more example I have brought over here, okay? One more example of asking sorry. So we're starting with address Sanothimi, Bhaktapur, 23rd March 2020, 3rd. Dear Arjun, I don't know whether that would be an appropriate time to ask for an apology or not, but I had to ask for one. This has been many days since we talked and understand the reason too. I'm not disappointed that you are not taking my call or messages. Anybody at your place might do so. We have been friends since a long. Still, I don't know how could not understand you, rather get exaggerated and misunderstood you. So, are you getting it? What is going on over here? To whom the letter is written? To Arjun. Okay, Arjun. By whom? With love, Arpan. Okay, sender is Arpan, receiver is Arjun. And why Arpan is writing this letter to Arjun? Because there is some problem. Arpan is asking sorry to Arjun. There is some problem. So he is asking for sorry for what? Misunderstand. Some misunderstanding for asking for sorry. This has been many days. We talked and understand the reason. So they know the reason of disappointment and reason, but Arjun is being angry with Arpan, and Arpan is writing the letter. The reason is coming. Okay, real reason is coming. I am really sorry, Arjun. I am really sorry. I had no idea that I would mess up your relation this much. This has one of the toughest times, and I just can't stop thinking about us. I should have confirmed it with you before coming to any assumption. Okay, something misunderstanding is there between these two friends. That's why Arpan is asking for sorry. I can't believe I spoke these words to you because of misunderstanding. See, misunderstanding. Main problem is there, misunderstanding, and then Arpan must have used some spoke such words. Some such words mean the words that hurt Arjun. Arjun is hurt by the words of Arpan. Sorry once again. So asking for sorry. Okay, this is sorry later written by Arpan to Arjun. Now I have one more example. I'm going to show it on the board. Okay, and this I have cut it off into the pieces, and we are going to arrange it. Okay, let's arrange it, and then we will read out. Okay, so here it goes. Okay, this point, and then next one is here. Okay, here it is. Okay, one more slice, one more pieces here. Okay, this is the whole letter into pieces. So what do you think, which piece come first at first? Do you think this is the starting? I am writing this to ask for apology for my rude behavior. Can it be the starting of the letter? Hope to hear from you, your friend Bob. Can it be starting of the letter? Obviously not, right? Then what should be there in the starting of the letter? Is it the one, Dear Jonah? Do we start with Dear Jonah? We have been friends since a long time. Do we start like this? Obviously not. Then how do we start the letter? Oh yes, really? Good. We start our letter, personal letter. Okay, we are talking about personal apology letter, and we start with address and date, right? Address and date. We start our apology letter, personal apology letter, with address and then date. Okay, so this one goes up. Okay, this one comes at the top. This drops down and this goes up. Okay, this is the first point. First point. So while writing, okay, we are learning how to write apology letter. All right. So while writing apology letter, if it is personal, we are sending it to friend, then we start with address. Okay, start with address and then date. Address, date, and then what comes? Does it look like this? Hope to hear from you soon, your friend Bob. What does it mean? So it looks like ending, right? Then what it should come? Then it should go down. It should go down and it should come up. Okay, this is what the complete letter. Okay, if we put it like this, it becomes a complete letter. All right, we can join it like this. Okay, this is the complete letter. So here we can see after address date, then we write addressing word. Dear Jonah, dearest Jonah, right? My dear friend, you could even write my dear friend, my sweet friends. So any word would do to address your friend. Okay. Then comes body. These are body of the letter. Okay, 1 and 2. Body of the letter. Address, date, addressing. Okay, addressing to the person whom we are writing letter. This is receiver, the one who is going to receive the letter. And then body. Starting of the body, okay, what can we read over here? We have been friends since such a long and have gone through many ups and downs. So emotionally, the writer is, who is writer over here? Bob. Emotionally, writer Bob is convincing Jonah. Bob is convincing Jonah about their friendship, telling about their friendship. What is he telling? I remember how nice and loving you have been to me in all the problems and stand as a support to me. Who? About whom this is written? About Jonah. Bob is telling about Jonah. But I might not be that good friend as you. Okay, so who could not be as good as the person? Bob, right? Bob is telling he could not be as good as Jonah. I can't imagine you being rude to me as I had been in past days. Okay, who had been rude? Jonah or Bob? Bob, yes. Bob became rude to Jonah. So you surely don't deserve such behavior. So misbehave. Bob misbehaved Jonah. That's why Bob is writing apology letter to Jonah. Okay. So what do we mention in our apology letter? How do we write it? Okay, this is the starting and all. This is just like personal letter. And then here in the body paragraph, first paragraph, we mention what is the reason for writing. The particular cause that make you think about, write about, the particular cause that make you write about the letter, that cause you mention. And then I am writing this to ask for apology for my rude behavior. Okay, mean what do you ask for? Sorry, I am writing this for apology. So asking sorry, okay, apology letter, that's why writing apology. I am really sorry for hurting you and I promise that I would never repeat such bad behavior. See, so writing apology or asking for sorry means you will not repeat it in the future. You have to be sure about that. Please consider and forgive me. I miss you. Who miss you? Who miss whom? Bob missed Jonah. Right? Okay. Hope to hear from you, your friend Bob. Okay, this is the ending, right? Closing. Your friend Bob. In this way, we mention closing. So, have you learned how to write apology letter? I hope you have learned, right? Okay, once again, let me tell you the parts. Once again, let me tell you the parts of the letter. So apology letter, this is personal apology letter. You can send this letter to your friend, your relatives, your cousins, your brothers, sisters, okay, family, relatives. So this is personal apology letter. You start with date and then day, addressing, and then body. In the body you can mention some of your good times. And then what's the problem, what problem occurred in your relation, and then ask for sorry for what you did. You have to mention you are really sorry, realization should be there. And then you can promise not to repeat that mistake again. And then in this way you can do closing. Hope to hear for you, and your friend Bob mention your name at last. So in this way you can write apology letter. I hope now you have developed some clear idea about it. Okay, so let's move further. That is project work. Okay, let's get into project work session. Okay, we are going into project work session. Let's check it out. What project work you have been assigned? Here it goes. Okay, your project work is go to the computer lab, get help from the teacher, and write an email to your teacher exchanging your apology for not being able to attend his class the previous day. Okay, this time you are writing to your teacher an email. Okay, we have already talked about letter. Now we are talking about email. Okay, how do you apologize with your teacher? Email, through email. So let's talk bit by bit. Okay, first of all, when you write such email in the body itself, in the what should you do? Like first of all, if you are asking for sorry, then acknowledge your mistake. Realize what you have done. Acknowledge your mistake. The first step in writing an apology letter or email, it's similar, quite similar. Okay, letter and email, they are quite similar. The difference is medium. Letter we write, email we type, right? We send through with the help of internet. Later email is informing your reader what the letter is about. So in the letter itself, you have to mention why you have written that. Reason of writing email or letter, you have to mention the reason that you are writing for. And then there should be sincere apology. Apologize sincerely. Okay, it's not that superficially. Sorry, and then your letter cannot end like that. So realize it. Okay, sincere apology should be there. The next step in writing your letter or email is to apologize sincerely. Okay, and there you have to share your plan to fix the problem. So what were the problems? How it can be fixed? How you can take your relation further with the person whom you are asking for sorry. Deliver the letter, send email. Letters we need to deliver. Email, just we can click on send button and it will be sent, right? Your words need to be sincere and authentic. Really, it should look like that you are telling by heart. You are really sorry for what you did. Be honest with yourself and with the person about why you want to apologize. So it's being honest. Honesty is the most. Why you are sorry. Okay, sincerely, honestly, you have to ask for that. So do not be afraid to say sorry, or do not be afraid to say sorry later, apology later if you have commit mistake. Okay, so you should realize your mistake and then you should say sorry. Now we are going to talk about stepwise procedures to send an email, okay, for apology. Stepwise, how do we send email? First of all, what do you need to do? We have already talked about letters, so let's talk about email now. How can we send email? A computer with active internet connection requirement. Okay, this is what do we require. To send email, we need a computer. We need a computer, or we need a laptop, mobile, electronic device we need to send email. With connection, internet connection, we cannot send any email without internet connection. So make sure you have that. Then an email account set up and ready to receive emails. So you should have email account to send emails. So first of all, open your account. Okay, that would be the first step. If you have already, that would be fine. If you have already, okay, so let's suppose you have already email account, and now how do you send email? Stepwise. Okay, let's talk about stepwise. Step 1. First step is to log into your Gmail. Okay, first of all, log into your Gmail account so that you are on dashboard. main page of your email account. Dashboard is something, it looks like this. Okay, when you get into your account, this is the dashboard that appears. Okay, dashboard, main page of your email account. Click on compose. Next step is, okay, as soon as you reach in this dashboard, you are sending email, that's why you have to go here. You can see this red arrow, compose. Click on compose. Okay, dashboard, go to dashboard and then click on compose. Then third step is a new blank email window will open. In the to box, type in the email address of the recipient. Okay, after clicking to compose, when you click on compose, what will be there? Such kind of blank sheet will appear. Okay, such blank sheet will appear. When this sheet appears, here you need to type email address of the receiver to whom you are sending your email. You have to write address over here. Okay, you type address. A new blank window will be there and you type email address. Then next step, fourth step is type your message in the main body field of your email, and main body is typed, main body of the letter, it is same as you write in letter, and finally click the send button. Okay, so I hope you understood this stepwise procedures. Once again, let me show you. Okay, if you have Gmail account, you directly go to this dashboard, and then after opening this, you have to go to compose, and when you click on this compose, there will be the such kind of blank sheet where you can write your email to the one whom you are sending, receiver. So there you have to write to receiver's email account, email address you write, and here, okay, there could be subject as well. So if you are writing email formally, maybe to your teacher or something, if it is formal, okay, if it is formal, then subject also you need to mention subject, what is the letter about, and then here this part is for the body. Directly here you don't need to write date. The difference is that the different from your from the later writing in email is that you don't need to mention address, email address you write, so you don't need to write place address. So directly you can start with dear friend, dear sir. If it is to friend, dear friend, my dearest friend, sweet friend, whatever you, how do you address. Or if you are writing it to the formal person, respected, honorable, such words you can use for addressing, and then directly you can start whatever you want to say. The reason for apology, a real apology, and then closing, and then send. Okay, mention your name and then send button should be clicked and your email will be gone, right? To whom? To the receiver. Okay, I have two examples over here. All right, this is the example of email to rrshara31@gmail.com. Okay, Sarah is going to receive it. So Sarah's email address would be here in this bar. Okay, write this email account address, and then dear Sarah, I'm really sorry that I lost your book. I realize that I should have been more careful because you trusted me with it, and I know you love books. You must be feeling sad and angry. Next time I'll be grateful, and Mom and I are going to the bookshop tomorrow to buy you a new copy. Will you forgive me? Tom, or yours, Tom. You can even add yours, Tom, and then click on send button. Have you found any change over here than later writing? Obviously you must have. Okay, the main thing you must have realized is these starting ways are different and body is same, but the difference in body, what different have you found? Oh yes, the main difference we find in later and email is email are shorter than later. They are shorter, the short language, okay, quickly, not too long explanations should be there in email than later. In later we write more explanation why you became angry, and then so more reasons, more flow is there. But here directly short language is used, short and sweet language is used in email. That's the difference. Okay, now one more example. Let me show you one more example. Okay, so here this letter again, this is to Shara, again Shara, this is to Shara by Jenny. Jenny is sending to Shara. Okay, this email is for Shara again by her sister Jenny. Dear sister, I know that you are extremely angry with me. I understand the reason too. But what can I do, as I already told you that I won't be able to get more leaves and make it to your big day. I am truly sorry again. I promise that I will come to your place in coming weekend and would meet you soon. You know that I love you so much. Lots of love, yours, Jenny. Okay, so directly the reason is mentioned there why Jenny is sorry with Shara, right? Because she could not join some big event, okay, big day, big event, to the big event. So she is asking for sorry, truly sorry, and promising not to, I will come on that weekend. Mean she is not repeating the mistake again. She is attending and meeting her sister. So lots of love, yours, Jenny, and then send. You can send this email. So shortly you can write like this. I hope you have now learned how to write apology letter and apology email, and you are confirmed about that. Okay, let me give you one more task to you as an assignment. You can write an apology letter or email, either letter or email. You have learned both. You can write either letter or email to your cousin, sister or brother. Cousin, sister or brother for not attending his or her birthday party. Okay, similar to the one we have discussed. So you can write similar email or letter to your brother, cousin, brother or sister. Okay, with this we have come to the end of today's class, and I hope you have learned how to write apology letter and apology email. Okay, how to type or send apology letter. Okay, I would like to say this much for today. Thank you and namaste.